the actions of the different parts of the day. And last time we talked about the two portions. The first portion is from the time we wake up, waking up on dhikrullah azza wa jal, using the bathroom with dhikrullah azza wa jalla in and out, putting your clothes with dhikrullah, remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and remembering, putting all good niyyat for that, covering your awrah, doing ibadah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, getting ready to do the ibadah by satr al-awrah, praying the two sunnah, two rak'ah sunnah of the Salatul Fajr. Obviously Muslims wake up before Fajr. If we wake up later, do what you can inshallah to wake up during that blessed time. Two rak'ah sunnah at home, and Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to do them. If not, then in the masjid, but he used to do them at home. One more thing about rak'atul sunnat al-fajr, the two rak'ah, he used to do them short. I didn't mention this last time. Sayyidah Aisha radiallahu anha used to say, when I look at the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as he is praying sunnat al-fajr, I would tell myself, did he even read, did he finish Surah al-Fatiha or not? Did he finish Alhamdulillah? He used to do them fast, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And following a Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam will give you more hasanat. What if I want to do Surah al-Baqarah in them? Fine, you're good. But if you do al-Fatiha, you get hasanat. Two rak'ah, then coming to the masjid, praying Salat al-Fajr, Quran al-Fajr kana mashhuda, witnessed, prayer witnessed with angels. From Fajr all the way to Shuruq al-Shams, sunrise, blessed time. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said in one hadith, لأن أقعد في مجلس أذكر الله تعالى فيه من صلاة الغداة إلى طلوع الشمس أحب إلي من أن أعتق أربع رقاب. This is one hadith that we may not be aware of amongst many other ahadith. He said, if I pray Fajr, sit in my place, dhikrullah until sunrise is better for me than freeing 4 slaves. Freeing one slave in Islam is a great, great reward. Freeing 4 is better for me than that. And many other ahadith, Hajj and Umrah Tamma, hadith in al-Tirmidhi. Shuruq al-Shams, this is the time that sabbih bihamd rabbika bil ashi wal ishraq. This is the time to make tasbih. Praying 2 rak'ah sunnah. That is what we'll talk about today. We'll talk about the first portion of the day from Shuruq al-Shams all the way to al-Dhuhr, sunrise to midday, around 6 hours. If from Shuruq al-Shams, sunrise to sunset, take more or less 12 hours, the midday is noon, is Dhuhr time, which is not necessarily 12 o'clock. It's halfway from Fajr time, whatever the Fajr time is, not the Iqamah, the Fajr time, all the way to Dhuhr time. That's half day, Dhuhr to Maghrib. This is the other half of the day in Islam. So that first portion of the day from Shuruq al-Shams until Dhuhr is called Waqt al-Duha. This is all al-Duha. Allah swear by this time, Wad-Duha. I swear by that Duha. The beginning of the day is the first portion of it. Waqtu karaha. You cannot pray right in the beginning of that time or the end of that time. The beginning of that time, more or less 10 minutes after sunrise, we don't pray. Why? And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said so. He said the Shams rises, the sun rises, bayna qarnay shaytan, between 2 horns of shaitan. The people who worship the sun, they used to worship sun right at sunrise. And that's the time that shaitan would like to, shaitan is, he defies Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he thinks of himself as, I'm God too. That's why يَضَعُ عَرْشَهُ عَلَى الْمَاءِ. Allah Azza wa Jalla puts his throne in water. As he said in the Quran. Shaitan also tries to do the same. Shaitan likes people to worship him. He deviated those people to worship the sun, so he is there at this time. We don't pray at this time for 10 minutes. Then Sunnat al-Duha. Sunnat al-Duha, you can pray them anytime from now until Qabla al-Zawal. The last portion, which is right before Salat al-Dhuhr. If you come to Masjid, Dhuhr is what time now? 11:56. 11:55 you cannot pray. It's Muharram. 11:55. The only exception is if you did not pray Fajr. You did not catch Fajr, Faridah. But usually 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute. This is right when the sun in the middle or getting to the middle, don't pray. Not 10 minutes, just 30 seconds or so. So the first portion of the day, once the sun rises, 10 minutes. And before the end of that Duha, which is Dhuhr time, only 30 seconds to a minute, don't pray. In between, you can pray Duha, Salat al-Duha. How is the prayer, or how does this time divided? The first portion of the day, you can pray 2 rak'ah right in the beginning. 2 rak'at Salat al-Duha. Then what do you do next? The other part of the duha, obviously these are sunan. You may do, you may not do, but it's good to do. Is إذا فصلت إذا رمضت الفصال, which is basically when the sun gets a little hot. This is when the young camels would not take the heat of the desert, which is a couple of hours, around 2 to 3 hours after sunrise. You may add another 2 or 4 or 6 rak'ah. This is the sunnah of the Prophet if you want. What's after that? What's after the 2 rak'ah right after Ishraq? Usually, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and the Sahaba at this time, they will visit the sick. Somebody is sick. They will help somebody who is in need of help. They will begin the day with ta'at. As we started the day with salah, they will give a call to somebody who is sick, somebody who is in need for help. Oh, did you finish your helping Muslims in general? And then after that, after you finish that, إذا كنت تاجرا إلى تجارتك إذا كنت عاملا إلى عملك. If you are a businessman, go to your business. Work, basically work. And Imam al-Ghazali is talking about something here that we are not used to. We're not used to. We live in a time now that's a different concept. He said, it is recommended that you go work what's enough kafaf, basically the limit of kafaf, which is basically what is essential for you for that day. What is essential for you? If you work and you got what's essential for you for that day, enough, خلاص. Go home and get busy with al-akhirah. Go to the masjid, go do something else. That's what he says. No, we now work from 8 to 5. By the way, this is not on stone. Who said it should be up to 5? And we spend most of our life working out in the streets, serving and helping others, basically producing and then wasting. I'm not saying anything, but back in the day, people would start their day very early, and usually they will finish before dhuhr. Before midday, they get qaylula, and that's the sunnah to do it, we'll talk about it. They get a nap in the middle of the day, and then the rest of the day is for family, friends, other stuff, ilm, anything else. But now we work until we go home like dead. This is something that it just came with the, I guess, wallahu alam, with the industrial age, the Asr al-Sana'i from the late 1800s, that people need to work. We have all of these people produce. They even got women to work too. Women were not working in the past. Women were the queens of homes. Now, no, they need to get and produce more. And anyways, so go. And I'm not calling you guys to resign or keep going what you're doing. But as you are at work, go to the backside, pray 2 rak'ah. Actually, Imam al-Ghazali is saying that part is he said Salatul Duha is for him equivalent to Asr. It is the salah that you do halfway from the first portion of the day, right in the middle, anywhere between the beginning and the end. The second portion of the day between Dhuhr and Maghrib, the salah that happens in the middle is Asr. The only difference is Asr is obligatory, Duha is not obligatory. But we have many ahadith that the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam highly recommended Sahaba like Abu Hurairah to do Salatul Duha. So if you take that 2 minutes, 3 minutes in your clinic, in your business, in the middle of when everybody is busy, he's saying this is also could be equivalent to Salat al-Layl. Because al-Layl, praying at night, everybody is busy, sleeping. Everybody is just not, nobody is doing ibadah. And you stand up and you pray. This is very equivalent to everybody is busy right now. You should be running left and right, making money. Keep making money, fine. But if you take that couple of minutes to pray the 2 rak'ah Salatul Duha, that's what you do here. Continue what adhkar. Obviously, to apply this nowadays, you're driving. Say the dhikr of the morning. Say the dhikr as you're going to work. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then the wajibat is for tajir, if you're working in business or something or marketplace, we have all of these ethics. You get to be honest, you get to be fair, you don't deceive, all of these things. Basically, as you're making your amal, it's not only for dunya. As you're going to your work, you are trying to deposit hasanat through serving people, selling drugs to people. Brother Adil, they sell drugs to people. These are drug dealers. In other words, pharmacy. They have pharmacy, which is fixing people, fixing the teeth of people, building for people, whatever that you're doing there. Seek wajh Allah Azza wa Jalla. Seek the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by doing that amal, what it is. It will give you hasanat, and that's the time. Before Salat al-Dhuhr, you should get to the masjid. He said, people used to say, a Muslim have no business, should have no business in this dunya, but مسجد يعمره أو بيت يستره أو حاجة لابد له منها. You're either in a masjid to make عمارة, to make it busy with salah, with your ibadah. Masjid should be busy with your ibadah. So you be there. أو بيت يستره, or you're at home covering yourself, have no business in being outside. Or the third thing, if you have to finish something. And then he says, he discusses, most people, this is where what they do not know, ما لا بد منه. They think that what's really essential, I have to do it. They don't really have to do it. They don't really have to do it. I was watching this video today that really touched my heart. He said, we're all in this dunya, in this life. It's even done by, I guess, non-Muslim. Running like a race. What is the goal of this race? Do we have an end? Are we going to the end faster? Are we going to be first? We're just running up and down, busy. And then all of our glands are working even harder. What are we trying to do? We need to slow down. We need to take our time. We need to just, slow down a little bit and focus more on what we need to focus on. So basically, that's what the Imam is discussing here. Then getting to Salat al-Dhuhr, I will talk about this in detail later. But he said that hadith, some of us might not be aware of. This is the time right after the Dhuhr begins. There is an authentic hadith from the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam that this is the time that the doors of the skies are open. تفتح فيه أبواب السماء. وأحب أن يرفع لي فيه عمل صالح. And I love to have, the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I love to have a righteous action to be raised. He used to pray 4 rak'ah before Dhuhr. That is the time. That is why. And one authentic hadith also said he used to pray them all with 1 taslima. The 4 connected with 1 salam at the end. But the more authentic one, that he used to do them 2 and 2. Both of them are okay. You can do 2 and 2, not a problem. But pray at this time. Even if you pray only 2, pray before Salat al-Dhuhr. Come early, pray before Salat al-Dhuhr and make dua. This is a special time before the Salah of al-Dhuhr. Then he would pray Dhuhr. And he referred to this, he said, سبحان الله حين تمسون وحين تصبحون وله الحمد في السماوات والأرض وعشيا وحين تظهرون. He said, Allah Azza Jalla mentioned the special days, and part of that he said, تظهرون. This is the time and the midday when you come to the masjid. And usually come, mashallah, I see Brother Lawrence and a few other brothers are here even before prayer. This is a special time when you catch it before Dhuhr. Then pray Salat al-Dhuhr, the Sunnah after Dhuhr. Then we mention later, inshallah, the next time from Dhuhr all the way to Maghrib, what needs to be done. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu wa sallam wa baraka ala nabina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Jazakumullahu khairan.